Good morning and welcome back to More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily productivity podcast. My name is Anna Angelova. I am a business coach and consultant specializing in productivity, like goal setting, goal achievement. And as usual, it's such a pleasure to be with you every single morning and help you start the day on the right track. And you notice that today it's only me. My regular co-host Joris Minnesvan, he is traveling and not able to join me today for the live. But he'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry, he'll be back tomorrow. So right now, he's on the road, and it will be only me today. And today we are actually continuing the conversation we started on Monday. Yeah, based on the lessons learned from the Super Bowl. And yesterday we dig deeper into the focus aspect, like focusing on your goals. And what I want to share with you today is the power of your why. And if you think about it, like on Sunday, the Eagles showed as a team on a mission. Like they were determined, they were driven, and they destroyed the Chiefs. And it was not just one person, like the whole team actually showed up and stepped up, and starting from Jalen Hurts to every single other person in the offense, defense. And yes, Saquon Barkley, he didn't run as we are used to him running, like 40 yards at a time and even more. But he still showed up. He did everything possible to help the Eagles win. So, learning from this lesson, the importance of your motivation, of how driven you are. And on the other side, of course, we talked about the Chiefs, right? How distracted they were, and how there was no fire within them, like that fire that the Eagles had. And part of it for the Eagles, of course, was driven by revenge, because 2 years ago they lost to the same team at the Super Bowl. So, and we mentioned this on Monday, that revenge can actually be a very good force to spark the fire, to drive you forward. And here is the thing, and of course, you've heard the saying that when there is a will, there is a way. Now, thinking about a will, in general, willpower fails us every time. And we really need to dig deeper. Really need to have something more. And this more is the why. Like, why do you want to achieve the goals you have? Whether it's business goals or something personal, like, why do you want to achieve these goals? Like, what's really driving you? And until you have a strong enough why to move you forward and to help you get up every day and do the work, because let's face it, especially when it comes to running business, a lot of the work can be very tedious. Yes, there are amazing moments out there when you're like, wow, it's so worth it. But a lot of the work we do can be very tedious, and even something that we don't enjoy, right? So, unless you have a very, very strong why, chances are that at some point you will veer off track and not come back. And to illustrate this, actually, I wanted to share a story. You might have heard this one. I think the first time I heard about it was either from a Darren Daly or one of the Darren Hardy programs. So it goes like this. So there were two warring tribes. One of the tribes was living in the valley, and the other one was living in the mountain. And the tribe that was living in the mountain, they attacked the one in the valley, and then they abducted a baby. So the villagers from the valley, they gathered and they picked the strongest men, their best warriors, to go and get the baby back. So these men, they started going up the mountain, but then they were going in circles and they couldn't find their way up. And finally, they decided that it was getting late, let's go back to the village. And as they were heading back to the village, they noticed someone coming down the mountain, from the path they couldn't really find. And as this person approached closer and closer, they saw that this was the mother of the baby, and she actually had the baby with her. And they were really perplexed. And when she came next to them, like, they asked her, "How did you do this? Like, we, the strongest warriors, couldn't find our way, and yet you went and you found the way and you took your baby." And her response was, "It wasn't your baby." So for today, I want you to actually consider, how strong is your why? If someone abducted your business, would you go and get it back up the mountain, come back victorious? How strong is your why for the goals you have? And find a why. If it's not strong enough, if you're struggling right now, find a why that motivates you. Find a reason. Find that determination. And the theme this week is show up like the eagle showed up. Like, determined, motivated, and ultimately end up victorious. Achieve your goal. So go ahead today. Think about, like, what's your why? Like, what's your why? What's driving you to go forward? To keep on showing up every single day for your business. The days when things don't go very well, and the days when things go well. Like, what's driving you? What's motivating you? What's your why? And if you are actually watching this on YouTube, you can share in the comments and inspire others. And you can share it with others, actually, whether you want in the comments or wherever you want, to inspire others and to remind yourself, like, why you're doing this, why you're getting up early every morning, why you're staying up late, what's driving you, what's that force, that fire within, because motivation ultimately comes from within. And it's necessary. Like, we need something to drive us every single day, because, like, especially the long-term goals, like, they take a year, 2, 3 years to achieve. And if we can't stay consistent, if we can't stay determined, we veer off track, and ultimately we don't achieve our goals. So go ahead, think about your why, and join us tomorrow. And tomorrow it will be us, Joris and me, when we will dive into another aspect of what helped the Eagles achieve their goal and win the Super Bowl last Sunday. Have a wonderful day, everyone.